What's up, guys? It's Robbie here with Adventures Everywhere. Hey, I want to give a recap of what happened last week. I uploaded 2 videos, day 1, day 2, day 3 kind of deal. You know, I had like a 3-day journey that I was on last week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so April 1 through 3. And so I just wanted to kind of give an update or a recap on those few days that I was out, those 3 days I was out, and really what the purpose of it was. And you know, just a little backstory here of why I went on this journey, so to speak, was simply because about a year ago I really felt that the Lord was leading me to take a 3-day journey, and you know, just into the wilderness, to get away, to be with Him. You know, I'm a believer. I have a relationship with Jesus, and have for a long time. And you know, any time that I can get away to be with Him in this type of setting is what I desire. And so this is where, you know, typically I hear and I pray and I listen and all of those things, and you know, and really just try to take in the vastness of the land, the mountains, the valleys, all of that, the trails. Like I said, it was just phenomenal, and had a really good time. I went out on Monday morning after my wife and daughter went to school. My wife's an administrator, so they both go to the same school there. And I got away. I went out to a friend's place where he's got some property out there next to the George Washington National Forest. And I went out there and spent a couple of nights and a couple of days out there, and Monday was awesome. You know, I went out there, I set up camp on the river, like you see in my first video. Set up camp right by the river. Got my fire going that evening. Did some, you know, just kind of some small nature walks, if you will, down the river, and then, you know, behind it a little bit there, and just really had a good time on Monday. And was able to spend some time with my friend there too, and really just take in some encouragement from him, which was absolutely needed. And anyway, that night, like I said, got my fire going. He came down to the river, and we just sat there and we talked for a good while, and really needed that encouragement. And then Monday night, though, like, it was cold. You know, I didn't sleep very well. And the next morning I woke up and I was going to break camp down and go home because it was just a miserable night. I was tired. I did have plans for Tuesday, which was to go hike Mount Pleasant. And so after having breakfast and talking with my friend there again, you know, he really encouraged me to come back the next night, or Tuesday night, if you will. And just really shut the mind off, you know, and really just take in the silence. And that's what I did. I took in the silence the next night. I actually slept in my car, and that was awesome. I scooted all my gear to the one side, put my seats down, and I put my sleeping bag in there, and it was good. And it was cold that night too, so I had a little bit more of a luxury though with heat and stuff. But so cheating or glamping, if you will. But I was able to stay the next night, and I actually got really good sleep, really good rest. But I will say, for Tuesday, going up and hiking that 6-mile loop up there on Mount Pleasant, which I recommend you guys go check that out. I'll leave a link in the bottom in the description for that trail loop. Super awesome, super fun. The climbs were good. The descents were even better, easy on the knees and ankles, but a lot of rocks, blah, blah, blah. But it was good. Once I got to the top, and again, it was cold and overcast, but once I got to the top and I was able to sit on the overlook there at Mount Pleasant, I was just able to take in again how awesome it is to be out in the wilderness, in the silence, to hear the wind rushing through the trees, to just be alone and to really just sit and take it all in, if you can do that, you know. And I've been on a lot of different trips, hiking trips, 3 or 4 day trips, and 2 and 3 day or whatever, Grandfather Mountain back in November, which was awesome, but it was hard and really a lot of challenging things for me, myself, personally, and just, again, allowing the Lord to speak to my heart in those climbs. Because when they get hard and they get tough, when you get close to the top and you feel like giving up, man, you can't turn around to walk back down the mountain to where you came from. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. And that's why it's so important to get out and to do those things, and have friends around you that will help you and encourage you to get up the mountain, so to speak, and to really speak into your life as well. But not only that, but to just have Jesus present. And that was the purpose of me going out for those 3 days. And I will say Wednesday morning I got up. Actually, my friend ended up getting sick Tuesday night. And so the next morning, instead of going and having breakfast with them, I just packed everything up and I got out of there and I came home. But I tell you, when I left, there was so much peace in my heart, and my mind I was able to shut my brain off the second night and really just grasp who he is. And that was why I got out. That's why I took a 3-day journey. Yes, it was to get out into the wilderness. Yes, it was to go hike. Yes, it was to do all of those things. But most important, it was to get out and do some checking, and that's why I did it. And to grow and to go even deeper in him. And every day is a devotion. Every day is another encounter with him, and every day is another day that I'm able to say thank you. And but anyway, that's why I did it. So go check out those other videos again. Well, actually, you know what, I left a link in the second video of the second day of even Coal Mountains right there. The AT runs from there up to it's like Salt Log Camp or something like that. But anyway, so Long Mountain Wayside is there. That's another point to point if you want to do that from Long Mountain Wayside to Coal Mountain, or I think it's Hog Camp Gap is what it is, right there at Coal Mountain. There's parking lots and stuff like that. It's super awesome. There's a trail map right there on the board that you can see the different things that you can do. But like I said, it was amazing. It was fun. Absolutely needed it. I encourage you to do what you need to do to stay clear-headed and keep your heart right. And the most important thing is that Jesus is number one, and that's what matters the most. He calls us into the wilderness just like he did with John the Baptist, and even Jesus went into the wilderness to get away, so to speak, and pray to the Father, and even teach his disciples those personal things that he wanted to express to them. They got away from the mundane or the busyness of the towns, and the people. And I'm not saying that people are bad, but sometimes it's just what we need to do, and he set the example for us to do that. So, but anyway, I appreciate you. I'm gonna do a gear list video eventually, just to show you what I use. It's not like it's not anything spectacular. It gets me by, and I use what I have to. Money isn't there. I don't get paid for any of this, and don't ever plan to be honest with you. I just want to do this to help encourage you guys, and to push you and motivate you to get out and get fit and get healthy, and that's what it is. So anyway, keep watching, keep subscribing, like, all of that stuff that you guys do with other channels. I'm trying to get mine going, so like and share if you can. I know the quality isn't all that great yet, but we're getting there. So I'm using free apps, and any comment would be awesome as to what I could use to make my videos better. So anyway, we will catch you and see you again. Hopefully we'll see you on the trail sometime, or we'll just see you again on a video. All right, peace.